And EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium, just across the Hudson River from New York City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Leonard Fournette with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw is Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Jets had a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Down. Strike. Check. Strike. Chop. 17. Ready.
Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Mariota going to run the option right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Black. Jackrabbit.
To throw Mariota. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Down the sideline he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, Mariota. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
If Goddard doesn't miss 5 games last year, there's a good chance he gives Philly a 3rd 1,000-yard receiver. Just getting better and better, now entering his 6th season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now, Mariota. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mariota's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Mariota. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift to it. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check right.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Ready up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
They run the counter with Cook, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll dump this off to Cook. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On play action, now Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
No one zooming past that number there. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right.
Left side, Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here in their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Hardman to return. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
2nd and 7.
Hey, take 26.
Now it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 32 that time. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Mariota going to change the play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take... game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Let's go.
2nd and 5.
Fight, 60. Fight.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now the 2nd-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got a man. It's his fullback. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. In motion right, that's Hardman. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Zerline good with a PAT. And a lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Got a man. It's Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back.
Okay,
don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They go play action. Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To the air again, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fourth down now, but not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing is Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Red cycle.
Now Mariota.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
The Eagles on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Mariota. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
There he goes left side.
Dalvin Cook.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Dalvin Cook
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Mariota on first down. Eluding the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Ready.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is caught. It's Brown. And and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Mariota going to change the play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
Ready?
Throwing, Mariota. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Quick slant to Brown.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Now 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard
Down there, 50 Fury.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Set, ready.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mariota. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Here it is, 4th and goal.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Swift.
And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
An important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Rodgers on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yellow, go. Ready.
Now Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Blue striker. Red, yellow. Go pink.
To throw, Mariota. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Slide blue. White, white. Hey, red. Hut, hut.
Mariota. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Call red. Watch it. Six. Go red. Ready.
Here's Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Down.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready.
And yes, he's into the end zone.
So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game 31-31. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A big play looming on third down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got any advantage to that.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. Net open, it's Goodwin. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Green gap. Red cycle. Drill green. Hey, blue.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Cook running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tackle by Terrell Edmonds. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down.
Rodgers now to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. They're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my own coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
This is 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Cook. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This to win it in overtime.